Pat Starr. I'm from just out of Crookwell towards Goulburn. We have 1,400 acres there, and we run a cattle breeding operation. And yeah, we do rotational grazing, and I've come on this little tour to have a look to see how people who are similar to my ideas and have been doing it for a lot longer, and see what they have to offer me.
My name is Leslie. My husband and I live in Balmain, a very congested part of the inner city with a 5-metre wide terrace. But we like the diversity of also having the opportunity to be on 200 acres of land in the country where we can't see any other lights at night. It's always interesting to go to different people's places and just see the different styles of how people manage and the production of the land and the different sorts. It's sharing, I think sharing with these guys here, for instance. A lot of these people are, I don't know, 2nd, 3rd and 4th generation farmers in some way, shape or form. We're a different audience to that. You know, we're lapping up, you know, the knowledge because we started with absolutely none.
So I'm Vince Heffernan from a property called Moorlands on the Lachlan River at Bullies Crossing at Byalla, and I'm chair of the Upper Lachlan Landcare. At noon on Tuesday, yesterday, we were at Crookwell. It seems a long time ago, and we hopped on the bus that's just behind us and we drove north by northeast and ended up out at a property that belonged to the Rowlands, where we were treated to a really spectacular property. I think it was a real eye-opener for us. We saw pasture cropping, we saw large mobs of cattle, we saw people making money. It was a great property to visit. From there we went out and we saw Scott's property at Canowindra, and again someone who's really taken this type of grazing, this holistic management to heart, and that was really eye-opening for a lot of us. This morning we ducked over to Maringo and saw the amazing property that is the box gum grazing enterprise of Sam and Claire Johnson.
Hal Ricard Bell from Boobalaja Road, Crookwell. I found it's really interesting. I think not just, I suppose, it's not just the formal parts of it. It's like the informal parts of it when you sit down and talk to other people, you know, in the evenings, and you share experiences and, you know, the learning journey and the, I suppose the challenges of doing something that's probably a little different than the norm. I found it was really interesting. I think it's also interesting to see that people have done it and they're successful with it. Their properties look good, and they look happy with it themselves as well. And I think that's probably a big part of it. So I think it's not just that they're making money out of it and the land's looking good, but the people I suppose we're meeting are very content with the properties they're running. It's not a big stress.
What I basically got from it was, if you've got grass in front of you, you've got options. You don't have, you don't wait till the last minute and then get rid of everything. So, with my farm, I think I've got 3 months feed in front of me with the rotational grazing. So I feel quite comfortable myself, Everyone seems to be looking for diversity within their own farm in this field trip, That's what that's been the sort of the catch cry to me, diversity within the paddock, and everyone's trying to aim for that.
I'm Scott Hickman, and I'm from Canowindra area, and I actually with Mid-Lachlan Landcare. But I've been doing for the last couple of years helping out Upper Lachlan Landcare with a project called Grazing for Growth, which has been pretty exciting. So I've just been helping getting a grazing group together and helping sort of mentoring them, getting them underway so that they can move on and remain as a group and start to challenge each other and share information in the Upper Lachlan Landcare area. In the group itself, there's a hell of a lot of experience. You add all up those years of experience, it's huge, it's massive, and they're all different. And if we can get that information out and into a shared situation, I think that's really beneficial to everybody. But yeah, it'll grow and move forward and keep going. I look forward to seeing what happens over the next 2 or 3 years.
Paul Hewitt, I'm from Grabangullen. Two things stick out for me out of it probably. One is that there's no one recipe, you can modify it, you know, everyone does everything a little bit differently as long as it works for them and suits their needs. And the other one that keeps turning up is how nice the people are involved in these systems. They really are generous with their information and time. Yeah.